It's just annoying. Alright, I'm back again. Alright, welcome guys, welcome. Unfortunately, my previous stream crashed. Okay, he comes here, I will take, and I just blundered this thing entire. Wait, this isn't actually all that bad because I have Queen to C8. Like and subscribe, guys. Okay, now he takes back with his pawn. Okay, so now I'm going to just develop my knights. I can go pawn to c5, stopping. I'll just develop my knights. Okay. So now his idea was to sacrifice. Okay, I knew I should have just played pawn to e6. Okay, so unfortunately I'm going to be losing this pawn, which is actually going to be a little bit annoying. But I have some threats on this pawn and on his king actually. If I come here, does he have check? I block. Now I can come here. Actually, I have some ideas. I have some compensation. Hold on. I have some compensation. Hold on, guys. I have knight to b4, threatening this check and this pawn. And his queen is also kind of trapped if he's not careful. Now I don't have bishop to c5. Okay, his queen is not trapped because he has here. Am I going to go rook to b8, hanging this pawn? What do I get in return? I don't see. Okay, now I can just develop here like nothing happened. He can attack me. Now I can hit him. Yes, he can take here with check. And I can take with my pawn. Okay, so actually I'm going to waste a move to go pawn to a6 because I think stopping the knight or the queen from going to the b5 square will be useful. Okay, so I completely did not see this threat of queen to b6. I should have probably just kicked. He attacks my knight. Now I can come here and he can hide here. And I can grab this pawn. He can pin me. And I can take here saying if you take, I take with a check. And I actually really like this. He can take here, hitting the knight, and I can take here. Okay. I like this. Okay, he doesn't do that. Okay, I don't like that move actually. Oh, my knight is still hanging. Okay. Okay, let's bring him back and I will be taking that with my queen. I can't take with my knight because it will be checkmate. And I can't take with my pawn because my king will be weakened. Okay, he does take. I think I'll take that with my knight. He comes here and he's basically threatening to take with a check and win this pawn. Interesting. And if I defend, he'll take like this and take like this. And then give me this check, which I actually don't mind. I actually don't mind this. I'll go bishop to e7 here. Like, if he wants to do this, okay, that should be a blunder, right? Wait, hold on. Take, take, um, knight here. Wait, hold on. Take, 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 take here. Take, take here. Okay, wait. Take here. Take rook here. And I don't know. King here. Bishop here hitting my knight. Here and there's check. Wow, that's strong. That's strong. Take, take here. I have to go for this. This is finding very strong moves. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking way too much here. I think he has to go queen to what's that? His idea is to give me this check and also to put pressure on this pawn so I can't bring my rook here and artificially castle. But my king is not that much threatened on this square. This check doesn't work because I have pawn to f6 and I slide in here, tucking my king away. He decides to defend with a pawn. An interesting choice. Oh, I need to get this guy to safety. I can come here. What does that do? Hit this pawn. He has this check. I can still go for pawn to f6, which I will do. Because this pawn is pinned to his queen. I'm not taking this pawn because right now there are bigger problems. He has pawn to f4. He decides to go for this. I don't understand. What is he doing? I mean, he's getting this file, but there is no immediate threat. I will take this pawn. And I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing how he's getting in here. I have to play a little bit quick. I'm seeing queen to f4. Perhaps the idea is that I can't come here. Maybe so. I'm gonna go pawn to h5 so that I can bring this rook in. Maybe move this rook here. Just slide my king here. Okay. Okay, this is a little bit annoying. Perhaps I should have rook to d5, target this rook, expecting here. Weak Pawn to f4 weakens his king a little bit. So I could have some resources there. He target this pawn. I'm gonna give him a check, target his rook. Then defend this pawn. Now he can come here, hit my queen. Put some pressure here. I can go here. Now this pawn is pinned. Probably want to slide my king here. There could be pawn here. I take. He has this check. I slide in. He has here. What is this? He's attacking my queen. Let me bring my queen here. Blockade this pawn. Slide my king in here. Soon. Double my rooks. And my position should be fine. Idea could be to double. I think I'll have to come here. Defend this pawn. Next move could be to here. Oh wow, that's brilliant. That is brilliant actually. This pawn is pinned to my king. Oh, I just lost this pawn. Honestly, I will trade. I will trade if he takes that pawn. I genuinely will. I get to go after this pawn, so I have some compensation. If he pushes, I'll go pawn to c5. Activate two of my rooks with some ideas of going here. So now both of my rooks are active. I have ideas of doubling here. He attacks this pawn. I will defend. This pawn is also weak. I have ideas of winning this pawn. Okay, I'm going to win this pawn. He's defending it. I'm going to come here. Attack this. Interesting. He wants to give me this check and win this pawn. I'm going to go here, defend this pawn. He can take, I can take. He can give me this check, I can come here. No, that's dangerous. How do I want to do this? I'm going to take this with my rook. My pawns are split up here. No, I think I should have taken that with my pawn. I don't know, both of them look like they're okay moves to me. My king is more active than his king, so I think I can use that to my advantage somehow. Or I can just, he can't come here because I take. So I'm going to try to use this. He has this. Here, I'm going to try to make this into an advantage of mine. I can take here, he gives me this check. I think I can make this. This doesn't work because I come here. If he takes here, That would be fine. I'll come back here, hit this pawn. Oh my god, this pawn hangs. Oh, this is not good. Oh, this is not good. Oh my god, that pawn hangs. And he defends. I completely missed this. Oh, this is not good. This is very not good. Oh, this is very bad, guys. This is very bad. I think I just sold. I think I just sold, guys. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. This is so horrible, guys. I just sold. I just sold, guys. I just sold. I just sold. Why did I go for that trick? What happened to me? Yeah, I locked everywhere. I'm just gonna try to flag him and he can just check me away. Gosh. I don't know. And I'm gonna get flagged because of my bad network too. Okay, he's wasting time, which means he's not confident. He hangs a pawn. Interesting. Let me defend this pawn. Okay. Oh, this is. He's going to try to win this one. What am I saying? He's going to win that pawn. Which means I'm going to have to try to flag him. Okay. I do flag him there. It's not how I want to win, but it's a win that I'm going to take. It's not exactly how I want to win that game, but it is a win that I'm going to take. That is not how I want to win that game. So basically, while that is being reviewed, I'm gonna go and analyze this game through the computer. Okay. So he went for the e5 here is best, or bishop to f5. Interesting. So I went for this version. Knight to c6 is not the move. Okay, so I still have compensation here, but it's basically gone. Bishop to e7 here, I understand. Okay. Okay. This was fine. Knight to c2. Okay, I should have seen that. I should have seen knight to c2. I came here. Okay, this was fine. This was slightly better for me. Knight to c3. Oh, that was good. I need to be looking for stuff like this. I should, because I just took queen to e5. Queen to e5 makes a lot of sense. Queen to e5 makes a lot of sense. I went queen to b3, which was not very good. I attacked this queen f6. It's a blunder. Why is this so bad? Oh wow, I have no good way to defend that pawn. Wow. Look at that. He missed that. Yeah, h5 was good. Rook here is fine. I gave this check. Did my stream just crash again? Did my stream just crash again? What is the matter? Bro, did my stream just crash again? Yo, my stream actually just crashed again, bro. What? Okay, I'm still streaming. It didn't crash. Okay, it didn't crash. Okay, I should have seen queen to b6. Yeah. So queen to f5. This was fine. Rook to d1. Oh wow. Okay, you're not seeing rook to d1 here. Like you're not seeing rook to d1 here. You're not seeing rook to d1. Yeah, this is already really bad. Rook to d3 here is how they wanted to attack the pawn. Okay, first. Yeah, and at this point, it was already in a time scramble. Alright, I'm going to get it to another game. It's 3.3% accuracy. Lol, he lost and he had a higher accuracy than me. It happens. Interesting. So he's going to go for the King's Indian defense. So I will be playing this version. What is this even called? I'll see it now. Or the semi-Averbach system. That's what this is called. The semi-Averbach system. Okay, he goes for this. I'm surprised to see this. Because this is usually not good. This is usually not good. I will develop my knight. We analyzed this previously and we know that my opponent going knight to g4 is not good. Okay, now I will castle. And now it is good for me to go and passant here. As we looked, I'm going to go queen to c2, just develop my queen. And put her on a good square here. He goes knight back to c6. And I believe it's important we don't allow knight to b4 because My queen here on c2 is on a very useful square, defending this pawn and indirectly defending this pawn. Now he comes here attacking my bishop, opening up the bishop, seeing my knight, and allowing his knight to go to e5. Okay, I will address the direct threat, which is this threat of his knight on my bishop, because I don't want him to take and get the bishop there. So he goes for this. Now the second idea is him going knight to e5, putting pressure on this pawn. So I'm actually just going to go and defend that with knight to d5, allowing my queen and my bishop to see this pawn. And now he's attacking my bishop. I can move it back here and he can play pawn to g4. And I can come back here, or I can come here. But this would block the d5 from my rook. You know what? I'm going to actually come here. If he wants to waste a move to go pawn to g5, it's fine. Fine by me, no? He does. Okay. Now I'll go here to bishop to d2. Okay, now he brings his knight here. This pawn is already defended. Oh, this is bad. I shouldn't have allowed him to go pawn to g4. I mean, he could have played that if he wanted to. Okay, now I want to bring my rook here, but he wants to take here and hit my bishop. So I will take his knight so that he doesn't take and come and attack my bishop. He takes with his bishop. Interesting. Perhaps the idea is to come here and attack my own bishop. Interesting. And I actually don't want him to do that. I actually don't want him to do that. So I'm going to bring my bishop to d3. So now if he comes here, I can just move my queen back. Yep. Yeah, I should have come back all the way to d2. Because now that I gave him pawn to g5, now he took. Interesting. Okay, yeah, he hits my knight and he blunders knight to b6. A fork on his queen and his rook. Now I have gotten the exchange, but this doesn't make this position suddenly better for me. I will improve my bishop here, line it up. Why didn't I go here? Because there's queen to b6. Although striking out like this would have been good for my position. He goes pawn to pawn to d5, threatening here. But I'm not too worried about that. Now I can take like this, or I can take like this. If I take like this, I can activate this rook. But he can take here and move his queen. Let's see here. Wait, can he do that? Here? Bishop. Wait, no, he can't. He actually can't. He actually can't. So I will take. Activate my rook here with a threat on his queen. And I believe there are some tricks so he can't take this pawn. As if I'm right. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Okay, which means that I can now, in fact, take this pawn and activate my second rook. Okay, so now my position should be completely winning because my opponent has allowed me to activate two of my rooks with a tempi. So I didn't just activate this rook and waste a move. I activated this rook with a threat on his position. Hmm. Okay, he goes queen to f6, which I believe is another blunder because I can sacrifice my rook here and take with a discovery on his queen. Yeah, queen to f6 is a bad move. You don't want to line your queen up with this as a defense. Your queen shouldn't be a direct defense. This is simply just bad. I have an indirect attack on your bishop. This bishop is hanging, and like this is a sign of something that has gone horribly wrong. He doesn't take. Interesting. Okay, let me come back. Perhaps his idea is to come here. But now I'm just up a full piece. I'm no longer down the exchange. Okay, he goes back to queen to e5. Now I can pin his rook, pin his bishop to his queen. But he can just bring his own. He can just bring his own rook. So I'm not gonna do that. Hmm. I think I should try to trade pieces. Yeah, should be fine. Or activate my queen. Yeah, I want to try to defend this pawn. Okay, let me just go queen to c2. Activate my queen and just defend this pawn. Okay, now I'm gonna go queen to c3 and go for a queen trade. Target this pawn, target this king. I have a little bit of pressure here. So it gives me this pawn, but I don't want to really take it because there could be some pawn to f5 stuff here. I will actually go and attack this rook, bishop to b5. And I'm doing this because I'm up a piece. So I want to activate my pieces. That's how my pressure, my activity with my extra piece can be felt. And he just resigns. Okay. Okay, so while that game is being reviewed, what is this? Connection closed. Okay, what is going on here? Okay, while that game is being reviewed, let us get our manual analysis going on this game. If my Wi-Fi would allow for that. Yep. Okay. So this was a normal King's Indian defense. And he allows this. Okay, knight to f3 here is best. And now knight to d4 instead of castling is best. Interesting. I'll try to implement that. Usually when you're in a closed position, you can continue to improve your pieces before casting. But I decided to castle. They don't want me to en passant. They actually want me to go pawn to c5 here. That is noted. Interesting. Interesting. Bishop to g5 here is fine. Bishop to d2. Interesting. Interesting. I did en passant and I went queen to c2. Pawn to a3 here is bad. Okay, so that was the mistake that I made. Because I was wondering where all my advantage went. That was the mistake that I made, huh? Pawn to a3 was bad. Yeah, because I could feel that rook to ad1 was better. So activating this move is really strong because it fights for this d5 square. And now, knight takes and c5. Okay. So that's why this rook ad1 is very strong. Yeah. Oh, this was also bad. Allowing him to go pawn to g5. Interesting. Oh, f4. Okay, this was fine. Not that this. Oh, this is not good. They want me to go pawn to f4 or queen to h5. I was seeing some ghosts. Oh, I thought his knight had some sort of discovery on my queen. Pawn to f4. Very good. I didn't see that. This isn't good, but it's fine. Yeah, this was not it. And from here, it's already over. And he just resigned there. 89% accuracy. I'll take that. I'll take that. Let's go into another game. I get another game as black against BW Tiles from Finland. Okay, now I will develop my knight here. And now he develops his knight. I will pin his knights. Interesting. He blocks. I shall just develop my knights then. Or fine, it's good to develop your pieces as quickly as you can. Now I have here, which is in fact not in check. Okay. Now I can go back to d8, which is just not fine actually. Because now he has pawn to d5. Wait, I've made a mistake somewhere. Oh, this is not good. Now I want to go pawn to e6. But there could be knight to b5. I can come here, you can go bishop here. And this is fine. Now, white has a lot of pressure in the center of the board and in strong control of the center and the opening. Which means I must have made a mistake somewhere. He goes for this, which is not very good. Is there pawn to d5? No, there is not. Okay, his idea is to win my bishop, which is fine because in return I get a little bit of control in the center. Okay, I can take or I can come back. I want to take just because it gives me time to castle my king. Honestly, I will just take. I really don't like this. Because I'm giving up two of my bishops. I don't know, man. Because it can get pretty tough when you're forced to give up two of your bishops. I mean, what's the worst that could happen here? I come back, he goes queen to b6, putting pressure here. Rook here, the c5. Queen here, there's rook a to d1, and I'm just suffering. But if I take come here, castle, there's still queen to b6 though. And I go here, and I'm still suffering just without my bishop. I'm not gonna take, I'm gonna come back. He goes pawn to a3, and he wants to go pawn to b4, and I really don't think I have the time to waste going pawn to a5 here. Genuinely, I do not believe I do. I'm going to put my knight on e4. Finally, I get to put a piece on his side of the board. And I believe I should have played pawn to d5 instead. I shouldn't I? I should have played pawn to d5, taking a little bit of a grip on the center. But this isn't so bad. He goes rook to c1. Okay, now I can play d5. But now he takes. And then there's here, but okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Pawn to d5 here is fine. They're going to be 3. Okay, he doesn't go for it. He goes here, which means he's gonna try to play here. So I will finally play pawn to 4. I will finally push this pawn, stopping that. And maybe I'll have to push for pawn to f6 and pawn to e5. I don't know. I do not have a good position here. What? He sacrifices a pawn. So he can probably come here. Oh, this is not. He sacrifices a pawn for this. Wow. Is my position actually that bad? And I actually have to take that pawn because I can't allow him to. Wow, oh my goodness. Is my position that bad? It seems to be. And he's going to be getting this pawn back. Wow, guys, this is not it. I can come here, but maybe I can play for this actually. Do I come here though? Can you come here? And do I have here? Queen here. He pins. I don't know, guys. Queen here. He takes. I take. Maybe this can work. Here. Here. Queen here. Bishop here is also an issue. But then I have here. And he takes. No, he can't. Okay, so maybe this works. Maybe this works. I mean, at this point, I have to start to go for tricks like this because. Oh, what is this? Why are you doing this? Okay, so he allows me to get knight to c3, which is good. Gives me a little bit of time to threaten this bishop and riddle me. I think I have some time to defend this knight. I mean, this pawn. Okay, how do I have to want to do it? Because I need to be a little bit careful. If I come here, there could be ideas of here. If I come here, it could take. This doesn't work because this doesn't work because it takes here because of here, and when I come here, here and here, and I'm down to pieces. I could come here, but then there's here. If I come here, there's knight here. I can't come here, and if it takes, I still defend the pawn. I don't like this at all. Okay, the way this is looking like, I might have to sacrifice my two pieces for these two pawns and lose this pawn. And now he can come knight to h4 to win my bishop. If he does that, I think I will have to sacrifice. Okay, he goes knight to e5. I don't understand. Defending here, but I have pawn to f6. What is knight to e5? I don't get it. Don't I just have pawn to f6? Maybe his idea is to come here. Yeah, I don't get where's knight to e5. Interesting. Maybe pawn to f3 himself. Okay. Oh, that's. And now he gets here. Look at that. Wow. Okay. On the bright side, I'm still able to preserve this pawn. So he did get his knight to my side of the board, controlling some key squares. And he's hitting my queen, and I have to actually be a little bit careful with how I move my queen. I think I can come here. I'm not too sure. I can't come here because of here. I think I can come here. Okay, so for now, I'm a bit happy because I'm able to preserve this pawn. And very soon, I think I might be getting this break in the center, but that would weaken this pawn and my king. Interesting. He's attacking my knight and also wants to come here. Can come here, hit here, here, and comes here. I don't see it. If I come here, he comes here. Guys, man, I'm not defending that pawn. I'm gonna come here and hit this bishop. I'm not defending this pawn. If he takes my knight, I'll take the pawn. Idea could be bishop to b5. Stopping knight. Oh, he takes. I think that's a bad move. Because this pawn hangs. And he doesn't seem to care. I'm not too sure if that's good. I'm not too sure. He's getting here. Can't push right now. I have here, he comes here, I give this check here. I can't come here. So maybe I come where where actually I can't come here, hit this bishop, he can hit me. I can come here, that doesn't help. I can't come here, he can come here. This doesn't help at all. Okay, why can't I just slowly come around? If I come here, guys, this is not working here, here, here. That's not working either, because he has here. But he can't really push this pawn. He has to move his knight somewhere. Here, maybe hitting mine, and I come here. I don't know, guys. I don't know how I feel about this. His pawn can't move here. I don't know how I feel about this. But for now, I'm simply not seeing how he breaks through here. He has knight here, dude. I have to come here. He has knight here. Guys. I have knight here. I have bishop here, sorry. And then here. I might be holding this actually. It looks like I am, but then he can wrap around. Guys, this is not it. He attacks my bishop. I don't understand why he would do that. I don't see how that helps him. Looks like he just gave me an extra move. That's odd. He just kind of gave me an extra move here. Interesting. Why would he do that? I should be careful because now there are back rank ideas. Because the knight covers my only escape square. So maybe pawn to a h6 would be useful. Just to make sure that there is no back rank. And he comes here. I could come here. Ideas may be here. Take, take. And here. Ideas may be h5. Okay, that's not the idea. Okay, I kind of like what my opponent is doing here because he's weakening his own king in the process. And now he's sort of giving my rook life. I also have pawn to f5 with pawn to f4 ideas. I'm starting to like my position a little bit. Okay, he goes king to f1, so now I will push this pawn. I don't have these ideas anymore. I'm starting to like my position here. It's been a while since I've liked my position actually throughout this game. He's attacking my rook. Can come here. Okay, he also wants to threaten my bishop. So I will come here and attack his knight. Okay, he's threatening my bishop. I have this check. And I can take his knight, but he can give me this check here and take like this. Hmm. But I think I have compensation. Jesus Christ, I just hung my rook. I just hung my rook. Okay. Just went blind there. That's fine. That happened. That happened. Okay. We move on. I'm probably gonna lose this game now. I just went blank and hung my rook. Straight up, just went blank. I'm gonna come here. I have no idea what my idea is. I'm gonna defend this bishop. Bring my king closer to his passed pawn. Bring my king closer to the rook. Attack the rook, attack the pawn. He comes here. Let me make a passed pawn here. Okay, he's pushing this pawn with a threat of this. Oh, that's not good. I'm gonna move my king out of the way of that. This pawn is promoting. Oh my god, I just went blank and just hung my rook. I don't even know what I was thinking, bro. I mean, look at this. There's everything now. I'm just lost. Wow. I just hung my rook like something out of this world. Just went and hung my rook. That was something else. Oh my goodness. Just went and hung my rook there. Goodness. That was so bad. That was so bad. Why is knight to c6 best move there? Oh, because I'm straight up threatening the pawn. Wait, this is just not a good way to play. Because of knight to c6. Why don't I ever play this? Queen to a5 check is best. Queen to f5. Okay. I'm just missing all of this stuff. All of these simple tactics. So why is bishop f5 so bad? Why is bishop h5 so good? So bishop to f5 is just so bad. Why is it so bad? I don't get. Oh, this was not a good sacrifice. Queen to a5 was good. Knight to c6, and if he takes, knight to c3. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Huh. So this is what they wanted me to go into. Yeah, I wasn't doing that. Yeah, this was bad. Wow, this was fine. I was playing this very well. I was just playing this very slowly. I was actually playing this very well. Okay, pawn to h6 is just bad. Now they want knight to d4. Okay, I was playing this very well. And here, I knew it. He was losing. I don't know what happened. I just lost my mind. This was good. Why did I like hang my? I just hung my rook here. I don't know what happened. I don't honestly. Just f4 and I'm completely winning. I don't know what happened there. I just hung my rook. The time pressure got to me. Okay, I get a game against someone from Egypt, and unfortunately, I cannot pronounce his name. Who does come online? Okay, it seems like he's going to stall out and will not make a move. Okay, he is going to stall out his clock. All right. Okay. Okay, I get a game against someone from America. Oh, and I get the London defense. The London system. I'm going to play this c5 attack against this, and I'm actually going to go queen to b6. It's very aggressive, and it goes after the weaknesses of this opening. I'm going to go pawn to c4, attacking the queen. And yes, they usually don't want to trade. I'm going to go pawn to g6, and I will, in fact, develop my bishop with the tempi. He goes back, which is fine. I will just develop my knight. He goes pawn to b6. I will capture because there is no way for me to defend that pawn. And now I want to bring my rook here. Just activate this rook on this open c file with some ideas of his queen. Okay, he moves his queen out of the way. Now I'm just gonna develop this bishop and get ready to castle. So white is probably gonna develop his knight here, and he does have this open a file, which is nice for white. But I like my position here because I have a little bit of a lead in development. Okay, he goes pawn to h3 here. Probably wants to go pawn to g4. I'm not too afraid of that. I can put my knight here. If he comes g4, I take. I will do this. Knight to e4, just as I wanted. Okay, he takes. I will take with my bishop. Oh, my pawn. I think both are reasonable. He attacks my bishop. Am I okay with him winning this bishop? Wait. Hold on. I think I have pawn to e5. Hear me out now. He's gonna waste his time trying to grab his bishop, even though I wasn't threatening to take that knight. And I have pawn to e5, opening up the board. I'm gonna go this. So I'm gonna give him my bishop pair. Technically, I'm not really giving him the bishop because I can take here, take here. Here. Oh, there are tricks. Hold on. There are tricks. There are tricks. Can he take here? I don't think he can. I can take. His only forcing move is here, which is also not a good move. Yo, guys, I think there are tricks. I don't think he can take this bishop. And if he can't take this bishop, then I think he might just be in a little bit of a bad situation here. Hold on. I think knight to d2 was a mistake from my opponents. Yeah, I think knight to d2 was a mistake. And he's going into thoughts here because it's not that simple. It's not that simple. Yeah, he goes for this. I don't believe him. I don't believe him. I don't believe that this is fine for white. I don't believe him. He goes for this. Threatening this fork. Okay, that is a forcing move I did not see. I thought he had to go knight to d6, but he has knight to c5. Wow. And I don't have this take anymore. That is annoying. But I don't think it's that worse. Take here. Yeah, taking the knight was definitely better. I completely missed knight to c5 with threats of this. So I'll go queen to c2, defending that. I'm keeping an eye on this pawn. Okay. I think it was better to take this knight. Maintain the threat on the bishop. And also to take. Yeah, there we go. I think it was better. Okay, he comes here, and I don't like that move at all. I will take gladly. Hit this undefended pawn. So yeah, white is still under a lot of pressure here. White is still under a lot of pressure. Yeah, and he has to be a bit careful how he defends this pawn. Goes king to f7. I was looking at that. Didn't really like it because it doesn't really defend that pawn. There's a saying in chess, when you have to defend something with your king, it usually isn't defended. And now I have queen to e7 with here. And now I think my opponent is in a little bit of trouble now. I think he's in a... Wait, no. No. Ugh, why do I rush so much? No, but I think this is fine too. I was looking at queen to g3, but I think this is fine. I was looking at bishop to h6. Bishop to h6, I should have probably gone. I don't know. I don't like queen to g3 because of queen to f2. I will go bishop to h6. Why do I just randomly give a check? What is this? Why would I just waste a move there? Yeah, now he just has queen to f2, and now it's not so bad anymore. I mean, it is bad, but I do have queen to g4 here. But it's not as bad as it should be. And now, I don't think there's rook to f1 of any sort, because I can take here, pinning the queen to his king. He captures the knight. But how does that change anything? Okay, so I can take like this, and then he can take here with a threat here. So you know what? I'm going to take with my rook. Now, these 2 pawns hang, don't get it twisted. But he doesn't have direct access to my f2 pawn. And that time is actually quite important. Is it? No, it's not even about that. Rook to f6, hitting the queen. That is why rook to take c6 is better. That is why rook takes c6 is better. And now he attacks my queen. So now he's trying to say that if I move my queen, it's not going to be targeting this pawn. I can come here now, but he takes here. I still have here, even though it's... Well, I still have here though. Hold on. I'm going to go here. I still have rook to f6 with ideas of taking here with check. But then, actually, I think this is good. I don't like this. It's sketchy. Hmm. Wow. It pushes the pawn. I will take. Now there is threats like this. Does he take with his rook? Oh my, I think he does take with his rook. Wait. Okay, that is unpleasant. He doesn't take that with his rook. Why? Why is that not a blunder? He's threatening check. Oh wait, he's threatening stuff. Oh. Here, check, take, here, take. The queen has to move. Probably moves here for this. Okay, that is. Wait. Oh my god, my opponent is threatening a lot of stuff. I think I have to come king here. I think I have to come king here. Stopping all these checks ideas. Okay, I'm gonna come king to g7 so that there's no knight move that is a check. My phone is low. Okay, he pushes this pawn, attacks my rook, opens up ideas for this check. Oh, this is not good. If I come back here, there's push, there's ideas of here. Oh, this is not good. I'm gonna come here. Hopefully I can block this check like this. He just has a passed pawn. Just has a defended passed pawn. Oh, this is very bad. At least I'm up on time. And I think I'll have to maintain that. Oh, there goes that. I have this. But there's this. No, there's no this now. Wait. That knight can't move right now. Can take here. There's no here. That knight can't move right now. Huh? And there's what is this? Is his idea to push this pawn? Whoa. And I can't go pawn to f5 and move the knight because he just goes. He goes after this. Now that I don't like. And that looks like a straight up mistake. Because I can take here if his queen takes, I take his knight can't move. Yeah, I think he just made a mistake. His knight can't move because of here. If his queen takes, it's the same thing. So yeah, I think he made a mistake. I think queen to c4 is a mistake. Yeah, and he goes for it. I mean, it's not all that bad anyway. Okay, I can attack his knights. I can give this check and take this rook. And then his pawn can push. How do I feel about that? Can give this check, take this rook. He can bring his knight here, stopping my king from entering. If I come here, his pawn can push. If I come here, his knight can give me this check and I come here. But his king is so far away. I doubt this is that bad. I'm actually going to go for this. His king is so far away from the pawn that it can't be that bad. I just have to lock in now. His king is so far away from the pawn. I have to have some time here. But it lets me get all the way to the pawn. His king can't enter, which means that I should probably try to start making my own passed pawn. His king can't enter. Brings his knight. What's that gonna do? Let me bring my bishop here, guard this square. Is he gonna try to come here and here? I don't see it. Um, let's come back. I can go here. I can come here. I can come here. And continue making this passed move. Okay, he's stopping me now. Let's go and help myself make this passed pawn. Yeah, he can't move out of here because I take this pawn. What? What? There's no way. There's no way. When you get this. Oh, that's not good. Okay, what's going on here? No, but this is still losing. Your knight is looking kind of trapped still. Here, here, take, here, here, here. Your knight is looking kind of trapped. Yo, your knight is looking. Okay, your knight is not trapped. Okay, okay. Um, I can push and like try to come and win this pawn. Wait, what? What? Okay, he loses on time. Somehow I wasn't able to cleanly win this. I don't even think this is winning. It's not. It's not. I messed it up somewhere. So where did I mess up? Where did I mess this up? Huh. Uh, coming here. Stopping his king from entering. Pawn to h5. f4. Wait. His king can't enter. Oh. Oh. Oh, and if he can't go down. Oh wow, that's serious. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me look at that game. While that is being reviewed. Okay. So yeah, this was just a normal London system, and I went for this aggressive line, and it's a really nice way to equalize against the London system. Yeah, this is all fine. This is actually better for me. Ninth to b4. What? What? Okay, this is engine stuff. Okay, okay. This is engine stuff. But you know what? I should know this line. So if he takes, he's lost. Wow. He can take here. That doesn't change much. Sacrifice your queen. Whoa. And this is just mates. This is mates. Wow. Okay, so notes to self. I have knights before. And I have pawn to e5. Here, how do I have pawn to e5? Knight to d7. Bishop to d7. And he can't defend that pawn. Okay, so that's just a better way to play. Huh, interesting. That's good to know. Oh, both of them are good. Whoa, they want me to take and sacrifice the exchange. What? And this is lost. That is lost. Oh, I see. Okay, but this is a lot to calculate. Like, I mean, if I'm playing on an over the board tournament, I would actually take my time to calculate this. But in a 10 plus 0 game, it's quite unlikely. And yeah, this was just, yeah, me not just going bishop h6 years. It just shows why I've tilted down this far. Like, I don't just go bishop h6 immediately there. Like, it shows exactly why I'm tilting so much. Yeah, and look at this. Look at how the look at that, guys. Just one wrong check. Yeah. And then he just starts selling. What's this? Yo. Okay. So this is something I should note to self. When the king is weak, always look for some kind of weird jumbo jumbo sacrifices. Well, this is what I saw. And I went for this and I was able to win it. Oh, I get a game against David Oma. Oh, that's nice. This guy is actually a friend of mine. And we've played this line many times actually. And he's playing this f5 line. Interesting. Allowing me to get pawn to d5 here. And usually it is good, but I'm not sure if it's the case in this scenario. I will still go for it because I don't want him to get pawn to d5 himself and have a serious clamp on the center. So this is, I think, a little bit better because his king is now weakened. And that F pawn. The f5 pawn is weak too. That f pawn is weak. Yeah, he goes bishop to e7. I actually will go queen to d3. Oh, I can't even take that pawn because there's ideas here. Interesting. So queen to d3 may have simply just been a bad move. Because my idea was to come here and long castle. I'm still going to go for this, even though I can't take here. Okay, he comes here now, and now I can't long castle anymore. This is annoying. Yeah, we'll take. Yeah, this is not going as I wanted. And now there's knight here. Threats over here. Thinking I should just bring this rook. Thinking I should go pawn to g3. Try and castle. I might actually just do that. I don't want to go pawn to e3 because pawn to f4 would be really strong in that case. Because if he captures here, it's better for my position than if he captures like this. Okay, he goes queen to c5, and I actually don't like that move because it gives me queen to d4, and that's actually kind of what I want to do. I mean, if we were to trade queens and I just hung the pawn, okay. Oh, this is very bad. Damn. Okay. Oh, damn. This is very bad. I'm completely lost. Wow, this is serious. Wow, I'm completely lost here. What is going on? Wow. Serious. This is serious, guys. I am very lost. Well, I shall long castle. At least now I have a little bit of threats. Wow, this is very bad. I just got completely outplayed here. So I should have gone pawn to e3 to stop queen to c5. Damn. What am I saying? He can't even go pawn to f4 because he will hang his knight. Okay, it's just one of those games. It's just one of those games where I'm just not seeing anything. It's just one of those games. It's just one of those games. He brings his knight back. Interesting. I bring my bishop here. Put some pressure on this pawn. Threatening to take with some ideas on his bishop. Okay, defends that. I have some ideas like this. I have some g4 ideas which I don't like. With g4 take, he takes and I take and he takes. Nah, that's too much. I'm gonna go pawn to f3. And he goes bishop to c4. And now I actually want to go pawn to e4 here. He goes pawn to c5. Interesting. I'll bring my knight back. This is the only safe square I have. I'm hitting this pawn now. The way he's playing this is interesting. It's giving me hope. I have some ideas like this on the bishop. I can take like this. Now he's hitting this pawn. I'm gonna go defend it. Yeah, the way he's playing this is giving me a lot of hope. It's giving me a lot of hope in the position. Mm-hmm. Okay, brings his rook here. Let me just bring my rook. I think it's about time. I was thinking of some sort of rook to d2 and bishop to f1 tricks, but they don't work. It brings his king closer. Now I think this works. I have here pawn to f4. Threatening this. There's knight to f4 here. I don't know. I don't like pawn to g4. Let me bring this bishop back here, testing some pawn to f4 ideas. And now he goes pawn to f4 himself. Oh, this is not good. Now I'm going to go pawn to e4. Target this bishop, target this pawn. Since he pushed his pawn to f4. Okay, I have to take this knight. Gosh, I will come after this pawn. And I can't even take that pawn because he has threats here. Gosh, can't even take the pawn. Wait, I have a check. Why would you move into a check? Okay, he has that. Guys. This is very bad. Look at my pawns. Oh, this is so sad. This is so sad. Let me go here to d7 with ideas of pawn to a4. Yeah, you guys, I'm not surviving this endgame. I'm not surviving this endgame. Yeah, look at my king. Cut off on the background. I'm gonna bring this bishop back here. I don't want to trade. Gonna come back here. Is he going to go pawn to a6 to take this pawn? I don't know. Looks like another strong move, unfortunately. Yep. I'm gonna push this pawn, give my bishop some breeding ideas. Let me come here and attack this rook. He comes here to put some pressure on this pawn with ideas of here. Nothing works. Oh, chin. Nothing is working, huh? Nothing is working. I'm gonna come here. So that if he goes rook to g5, I can give him this check, forcing him to move. And I defend this pawn. I'm gonna go king to b3, just over defend this c3 pawn. And at this point, I just, okay, no, I didn't have this. Because there's this. At this point, I just need to start playing quickly. I just need to start playing quickly. Don't know what that did. I just did something. Defend this pawn. Oh, he's trying to push here. He honks his rook, and I think he just lost the game of his sports. Oh, that is very unfortunate because he was cleanly winning this game. Yeah, yeah, unfortunate. Yeah, I have no business winning that game, but we take those, we take those, we take those wins right now. So let's just have a fresh look on our streak. Let's see how this has been going. Okay, let's see how this has been going. I've gained like 20 rating points. Okay, this is where I started from. No, this wasn't it. No, this wasn't it. This was where we started from. Okay, this is where we started from. Yep, one loss, one, two, three wins, four wins, two losses, five wins, six wins. Okay, so it's 6 out of 8. Okay, I'm gonna go pawn to c4. Oh, we get a queen's. Oh, the queen's Indian defense, and I'm gonna be playing the Petrosian variation. Interesting. He allows me to play pawn to d5, which is often good because now this bishop will not be. This is nice. I'm gonna develop my bishop to e2, block this pin. He castles. This is fine. Oh, do I want to defend this pawn like this or like this? I don't want to block. Ooh, I don't want to block this bishop from developing for any reason. Okay, now he does this. I don't know. Hmm. Should I bring my rook here? I will not. I will not. I'm going to go pawn to h3 here. He obviously wants to go knight to e5. And I would take, bring this bishop back. Now he plays rook to b8. He wants to push for b5 if I take, and I take with tempi. So let me reinforce this pawn, because once I remove this knight from here, he will have some. Oh, that's the idea. Well, that is the idea. And he will, in fact. What? What is this? He comes knight to h5. Where do I want this bishop? I'm just going to bring him back here one square. He can take here, giving up his bishop, but I don't think that's very good. Maybe the idea is to go pawn to b5 with some pressure here and pressure here. Interesting. But this would weaken, this would create some weaknesses. With rook to a7 ideas with his bishop. He just goes back. Interesting. I'm gonna bring my knight. Let's try to exploit some of the weaknesses here. If he wants to take, how do I want to capture? I can take with my queen, putting some pressure on this c pawn when he goes pawn to b4. That's good. What? What? Whoa, 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 whoa. There's no way. If I come here, where is he going? Here. I take, he takes, I take. That's losing. Here. Queen here. I take, he takes. I come here. Oh no, this has to be bad. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. Queen to h4. What is this? Okay, so he's putting some pressure on this pawn. There could be some ideas of sacrificing here, but I still think this is bad. Hmm. Now, do I need to go here? Depends this pawn. I can come here, target here, here, and if he takes, I take. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. Yeah, I'm gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for this. Target this pawn. He defends. Interesting. Okay, with this. Now I can come here to remove that. I don't have pawn to f4. Interesting. I have queen to f3 though. Targeting this pawn with my rook. I will improve my position and go for a threat. This is a very strong move. And I don't think he has rook to f1. I have bishop to h6. He has here. And I take his king takes. Okay, he blocks my rook. That's good. That's also very good. Bishop here is an idea. Some discoveries. Yeah. I actually like that. There's no knight here or here because I'd say I would actually go for this. Okay, let's do this. There's no immediate threat on my position. He goes for this. Isn't that just a blunder? Whoa, what is my opponent doing? I take. He takes. Please stop being slow. I take like this. Why is my mouse being slow? Interesting. Okay. There's no pawn to g3 because queen takes. Guys, stop being slow. If I take, he takes, I take, his knight takes, and I get this check. Okay, why is it being so slow? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's fine again. Yeah, and he can't take the rook back because this is checkmate. So yeah, I don't know what happened to my opponent this game. And this should be checkmate. Okay, I don't know. Oh my god, I just did this to a 2400. There's no way. And I've beat this guy before. Who is this guy? Wow. Is he a real player? Oh wow, he's a real player. August 2023. Well, it's always nice to. Oh, he beat General Zod. Oh my god, he beat General Zod. If you guys don't know General Zod is a very good chess player who has a really big YouTube channel. Pretty decent. He beat General Zod, guys. Wow. Oh, he's playing his normal Philodor defense. Alakines defense. Wow. And Black is at a solid disadvantage. Interesting. So he just developed all his pieces. Black can't really push this pawn, well, because it's not his turn. Can't really push because it would create weaknesses. Yeah, but now it doesn't create weaknesses because he pushed. Now he doesn't want to capture. This is fine. This is good. And he goes pawn to a3. What does that do? Why not like an active move like rook to e1 or something? Queen to d2, pawn to h3. Why this? Interesting. He wants to go for b4. Hmm. Oh, I see what's about to happen. Wait, what? Wait, did General Zod actually blunder this? Oh, his knight is hanging. But I've gone queen f3. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a serious tactic from General Zod. Very nice, very nice. I didn't even see this. So the knight is pinned to the rook. Mm, queen to c2, this is fine. Yeah, and he blunders this. Oh, this is just a 2-0. I see what's about to happen here. Yeah, and General Zod isn't able to hold this, huh? Oh, he just hangs the game. Okay, yeah, I get it. Okay, Fez. Yes. But it's crazy though. I just did this to a 2400. Gosh, my hands are aching. And I'm like a game or two away from 2300, guys. Okay. Game review taking forever. Game review should be loading. Just about fine. 95.8% accuracy. Ooh, this was good. Okay, let's go over this. So this was a Queen's Indian defense, and he allowed me to take the whole center, which is usually not good. Oh, this is still it, huh? This is still it. Wow. Note to self. This is still it. And they want me to play pawn to h3, so when his knight comes here, we can kick him out. Wow. Note to self. Okay, I just didn't think going knight to f3 defending that pawn like that would have been best. But this was not good. I want me to go here. Yeah, I don't get that. Yeah. Oh, bishop a4 was good. Bishop a4 was very good. Very, very good from me. And just got checkmated there. Okay, let's get into another game, which is hopefully our last game. We are two, maybe usually two games away from 2300. Okay, we'll be playing a Scandinavian defense, and he's going for this gambit. Interesting. Alright, as we do know, bishop to f5 is the best move here. Okay, I will just defend this pawn, and usually they'll play queen to e2. What is going on here? And he resigns. Wow. Who is this person? There's no way. I mean, I'm very happy that I broke 23 whole. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, man, come on. How? How are you 2300 blitz? 2300 rapid and 1100 blitz? 37 wins, 13 losses, which means you've played 51 games and you're 1100. But somehow you're 2300 in blitz. Somehow. How? What? Man, I'm gonna report this. I'm gonna report this account. It's new. The ratings are off the charts. Like it's ridiculous. He gained 900 rating points in like what, a couple months, like a month or two. Like nah, fam. Let's be real. This is not real. I mean, I'm happy I got the free rating points. I basically broke 2300 again, but his account is not real. His account is not real. And I just want to analyze one of his wins because I think it's a cheater actually. I think this person cheats. So usually when people cheat, right, what they do is they go and lose some games to offset like the streak and sort of to offset the system, which is absolutely ridiculous and does not work, by the way. You will still get caught. Look at that play. He's in a completely lost position, starts playing all the best moves, and look at that, his opponent starts to blunder. So what does he do wrong? Interesting. Yeah, playing all the best moves. I don't know. I feel kind of bad because I could just be incriminating someone here. But for me, though, how he starts playing all the best moves all of a sudden rubs me wrong. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I have to report that. If he's real, he's real. Don't get me wrong. If he's real, he's real. But I have to report that. Okay, guys, I will call it a stream. I was able to break 2300, I believe. I started this stream off. I started the stream off at like a rating of 2250 something. Yeah, and we were able to gain. Yep. When I started this stream off, my rating was 2253, and I was able to gain about 47 rating points. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna be calling the stream right here. Next stream, I'm gonna try to break 2350. All right, guys. All right, like and subscribe, guys, if you enjoyed this. And guys, don't cheat. Just don't. You're gonna get caught, regardless of how you do it. You're gonna